Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my class. Hope you are staying healthy and happy at your home. In the last class, we completed the lesson A Village Puram. Now we are going to do some text activities. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Take your text page number 122, activity 5. Okay, my dear children, listen to me. Activity 5. Read this sentence. The Puram ground sees the blossoming of many art forms. Children, do you remember this line? Yes, very good. It is from A Village Puram. What does the word sees suggest here? Let's see. And now read the following short poems. First one, fog. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbour and city, on silent haunches and then moves on. Carl Sandburg. Okay, dears, listen to the another poem, The Eagle. He carves the crab with crooked hands, close to the sun in the lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world he stands, the wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt he falls. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Okay, my dears. Now let's find out and say what the fog, the eagle, and the sea do from the poem. Okay, first one, fog. Here the first one is right here, comes. Then what are the another words? Sits, moves. Then eagle, calves, watches, falls. Then what about sea? Crawls. Okay. Next one, B. What do the following words suggest? Comes, claps, sit, moves, crawls, falls, watches. They suggest the general nature or habits of things or people in their movements. The words are all in the simple present form. I think you have learned the simple present form in your 5th and 6th classes. Okay? Now you read the following passages. Passage 1. The sun rises very late in this part. People wake up very late. My next door neighbor wakes up very early. Usually he gets up before 6 a.m. Then he goes to the newsagent's and buys the morning paper. Then he goes to the cafe, orders a cup of black coffee and reads the newspaper. After that he goes for a walk round the park and then returns home. Children, now you have read the passage again and note how the verbs change when the subject is singular or plural. Write your findings here. Okay? Children, can you say what changes or how the verbs change when the subject is singular or plural? What is the structure of simple present tense? Subject plus verb 1 plus s or es plus object. Okay, very good. When the subject is singular, that is subject he, she, it, Anu, Manu, etc., we have to use the structure subject plus verb 1 plus s or es plus object. When the subject is plural, that is I, you, we, they, Anu and Manu, etc., we have to use the structure subject plus verb 1 plus object. Okay, my dears? Hope you understood about the structure of simple present tense. Okay, my dears, now let's do the next activity, B. Children, you have to rewrite the passage 1 using the plural form in place of neighbor and they in place of he. You can make necessary changes in the verb forms. How can you write? Let's write. Okay. The sun rises very late in this part. People wake up very late. My next door neighbors wake up. You have to listen here. In the above passage, we saw there is neighbor. Then the verb wakes up. Here, neighbors, plural form. Then the verb form is wake up very early. Usually, they get up before 6 a.m. Then, they go to the news agents and buy the morning paper. Then they go to the cafe, order a cup of black coffee and read the paper. After that, they go for a walk round the park and then return home. Okay, my dears, did you find out the changes? Okay, listen here. The sun rises very late in this part. People wake up very late. My next door neighbors wake up very early. What is the change here? In the above passage, the my next door neighbor wakes up. Here we use neighbors, the plural subject. That's why we use the root form verb 1 here, wake up. Okay. Then usually they get up. Here he gets up. That is the subject change there. They get up before 6 a.m. Then they go to the news agents and buy the morning paper. In the above passage, we use buys because there the subject is singular, that is he. When we rewrite, we use buy because here the subject is they, plural subject. Then they go to the cafe. In the above passage, then he goes to the cafe. Here we use then they go to the cafe, order a cup of black tea and read the paper. In the above sentence we use reads. Here we use read because the subject is plural they. After that they go for a walk round the park and then return home. In the above passage we use after that he goes for a walk round the park and then returns home. There the subject is he. Now we use the subject they, plural. Okay, my dears, did you understand about how we use simple present tense when the subject is singular and plural? Okay, listen to me. The simple present tense form is used to express habitual actions and general truths. It is further used to indicate a future event, that is, part of a fixed timetable or program. Okay, my dears, now let's do the next activity C. Study the sentences given in passage 1 again and say whether they express habits or general or universal truths. Write habit or general truth in column B. Add more sentences in column A and answers or comments in column B. Here, 3 are given as examples. The sun rises late in this part. It's a general truth. Then people wake up late. What is it? General truth or habitual action? Habitual action. Then he gets up before 6 a.m. It's also a habit. Then he reads the paper. It's a habit action. Then he goes for a walk. It's a habitual action. And then he returns home. Habitual action. Okay, my dears. Hope you understood about simple present tense and its use. Okay, now it's the time to wind up today's class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.